Alright, Frieren! I finally watched it. It's different from the regular action anime that we are used to, like Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Pokemon, etc. So this anime is about what happens after you have completed your journey, after the journey is complete, after your main quest is complete. So this is something like a side quest anime. All right, so and it's interesting. It is about making human connections. It is about valuing human lives. It is about valuing your relationships with your close ones, with your friends. So why am I talking about this anime? Because we are gonna draw Frieren. Okay, so first and foremost, the concept is what is important. Okay, you gotta write down, you gotta jot down your ideas or directly draw your ideas down. So here are some ideas that were going through my mind when I started this drawing. So the first one is like Frieren just looking at a field of flowers. The second one is Frieren, Fern and Stark looking at the field of flowers from a top-down view. This is from an ant's eye view. The third one is Frieren battling her doppelganger, which happens at the end of season 1. All right, the big fight. So you definitely gotta watch it because it's awesome. Right. Fourth one is again from different perspective, Frieren, Fern and Stark watching at a field of flowers. Okay, the fifth one is again a different perspective of this battling her doppelganger. This is another different perspective of Frieren battling her doppelganger, which was, I think, cool. I could have done this instead of what I did right now. Okay, so this one is when they reach the heaven. Okay, the land where the souls rest. All right, so that is their whole journey, which has not happened, which has not been aired in anime before because it is not being created right now. This was my ideation. Okay, the concept of what will happen when they will reach their journey. So this was an idea for that. All right, but that didn't click. This was another perspective of this flower scene where they are watching the flowers. The flowers are blowing through the wind. Okay, so this was another perspective. This is another close-up perspective of this scene. Okay, this is another scene where the camera is from below. Frieren and Fern are walking and they are carrying an unconscious or a napping Stark with them, levitating behind them. This is another scene in which where Frieren is just sleeping in the morning and Fern is like, the fuck, you gotta wake up, bitch. And these are some story ideas which I had in mind and I just wrote them down, whatever. And these are more of these ideas. So these are just, I don't know, random ideas, like Frieren is just running haywire over here and she's just lying on the floor looking at the flower and shit, right? So these are just random ideas. So you gotta jot down these ideas first before you start painting, because this is the foundation of any painting whatsoever. All right, so after you've done that, we gotta finalize our concept. So what I finalized was this, which is a field of flowers. Frieren is standing, bending down slightly, looking at the flowers and the butterflies over here. Fern and Stark are standing behind her and all of the scenery behind all of them. Okay, and then after that, it is time for a rough pass of light and color. But before finalizing the final concept's color, I had some different ideas for different concepts. Okay, so I messed around with these 3 concepts. So this one was like the field one. The colors didn't click too much because there were like too many colors. So I gotta minimize the colors to a acceptable color harmony or color scheme. All right. Then this one was a Frieren fighting scene. But the Frieren anime, the Frieren show, is not about fighting. It's not about action. So that is why I skipped this. Okay. I wanted a serene background, a serene illustration, a serene drawing. And the third one over here, this one, I love the colors. I still love them. Okay, and I'm gonna use this color scheme in a future drawing for sure. Okay, this is probably the best color scheme ever that I've created on my own. All right, I don't know, it's just too good. I love this color scheme, and I was almost gonna do this, but I didn't. So finally I finalized this one. Once I finalized this concept, then I just moved on to doing some rough color ideas. Okay, rough color and lighting ideas. So these three are the ones which I did. Okay, but all of them were like weird. Okay, these are like weird colors and weird values, so I didn't like them. So what I did was I modified this one to this, and it looked perfect. It looked much better. So this is a split complementary color scheme, the yellow, the blue, and the cyan. So it works perfectly. Okay, and this green is not the green. This is actually a cyan, a darker color of cyan. So that is why it looks like a green. So this green is not actually green. It is this cyan. All right, and the light is coming from over here. The sunlight is something like this. Okay, sunlight is coming from behind, so it will illuminate everything behind and keep everything in the front in shadow. Okay, that is a simple lighting setup. That's it, done. So after the concept was finalized, it was time for the rough sketch and the final sketch. Okay, so first and foremost, I put down a rough sketch, and then after that I put down a perspective and composition grid. Okay, so this is a ants eye 3-point perspective where we are looking from below to the top. So Frieren is standing over here and we are looking to her from below. Okay, so that is something called as ants eye perspective. And the composition is a rule of thirds. That's it. Frieren is directly on this line. Okay, then after the rough sketch, it was time for the fair sketch. Okay, for the final sketch before coloring. So that is what I did. I put down a final sketch. I kept the flowers and the background rough. I didn't put down the sketch for the background and the flowers and shit. Only this one flower I did because it was the main flower in the scene. Once the sketch was done, it was finally time for color. And the thing that I hate the most about color is painting flats. All right, I do not like flats. I absolutely hate flats, painting flat colors. So that is why next time I'm gonna use a different technique. Okay, painting the light and shadow together. Okay, one after the other, because I absolutely hate doing flats and then painting light or shadow on top of them. All right, because that's just a nightmare. Now for the color, I started with the background at first because that is the most important thing. The background sets the mood for the character, sets the lighting for the characters. Once that is set up, you can start adding colors to the characters and the other things in the background, like the flowers over here. So once we have done that, I added this lighting. So the light is coming from behind. So everywhere behind her, the light is gonna hit. Okay, even over here. So it's almost coming from behind. So this is gonna hit over here and over here. All right, and on her staff. Okay, and over here. So everywhere from behind the light is gonna hit. Okay, and that will create the drama, create a dramatic effect for the scene. Once the basic lighting and color was done, I merged everything, like literally I merged everything and started painting freehand. Okay, and started painting on top of it like we do in traditional painting or in traditional media. All right, so this was the result of it, adding more shadows, adding more tones. All right, adding more details. All right, small details, like for example these hair strands and these light and shadow tones. All right, and these butterflies made of light. Okay, and light and shadow tones on the flowers, and adding more flowers and then adding some effects like some cloudy effects, clouds, and adding these birds and adding God rays because the sun is coming from behind, so we gotta add these rays to give that sun shining effect. And finally adding these petals which are blowing in the wind, which sells the painting. Okay, and if you zoom in, you can see this halftone texture. All right, so that is something extra which I do in my paintings. Okay, because I absolutely love halftone colors, halftone textures, because they just appear to be like alien, like different. Okay, different than your usual traditional textures. Okay, traditional textures or marks that you make in your traditional drawings or paintings. So yeah, so that is why I love the halftone colors, and I always add them wherever I can. Okay, like it's not too much, but it's there. Okay, and I also added this Frieren's briefcase, which you see over here. Okay, this was added after like the painting was almost done, like almost halfway done. I added this like over the painting. Over the painting. So yeah, that's it. I don't know, I feel like I could have done maybe a little bit better in a way, but I don't know, I'm like kind of like satisfied. But maybe I could have done better for the flowers, maybe I could have done the flowers better. And my style is to keep everything simple, like not overcomplicate the textures, like not overcomplicate the shading and the lighting and everything else. Okay, like I'm not adding too much shades in the clouds. Like people would add a ton of shades in the clouds to make it like look very realistic. Like I'm not doing that. I'm keeping it everything simple, because my style is everything about simplicity. I want to do it very simply, because I do not want to spend 5 days doing the same painting over and over and over again. I can just do this in like 3, maybe 4 hours or even less. if my style is simple. So yeah, just pick up a pencil, plan your drawing. Okay, just scribble your concepts. Okay, like a madman. All right, and because the concept is what will set your painting. The concept is what will give you the idea. The concept is the ideation process, the main process. All right, and you gotta do it before you do all this. Okay, this is the fancy stuff. Okay, this is not the main stuff. The main stuff is the concept. The main stuff is the drawing. Okay, the main stuff is setting the lighting, setting the colors, the experimenting with the colors. Okay, visualizing the colors. All right, so yeah, so just go start with your concept, start with the rough drawings. Okay, just scribble everything everywhere, just splash your colors and make awesome paintings like this one. Right, and that's it. More paintings are coming. The next painting which I will be doing is for, I think, Pokemon, and then after that I will be doing a Noel painting from Genshin Impact. Okay, but we'll see about that. But anyways, if you like this stuff, okay, if you like me explaining how to make this big painting, and if you want more of this stuff, please share it with your friends and subscribe. We are so close to 1000 subscribers. Please help me reach 1000 subscribers and join my Discord. We have so much fun over there. You can learn so much good things over there. You can hang out, chill out. All right, and until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.